In this, we are going to discuss about taxes subsumed in GST and goods not covered in GST. Taxes subsumed in GST. The introduction of GST in India subsumed a wide range of central and state taxes into a single unified tax system. The first one is central taxes subsumed in GST. Central Excise Duty. This was a tax on the manufacturing of goods in India. It was one of the major indirect taxes levied by the central government before the introduction of GST. Service tax. It is replaced by GST, which now covers both goods and services under a single tax regime. Additional excise duty. These were levied on certain goods in addition to the basic excise duty. Examples include additional excise duties on textiles, sugar, and tobacco. Additional customs duty was imposed on imported goods in lieu of excise duty on domestic goods. GST now covers the taxation of imports. A special additional duty of customs levied to counterbalance local taxes like VAT, SAD was subsumed into IGCST under the GST regime. Central surcharges and cesses. Any surcharges and cesses related to the supply of goods and services such as the Krishi Kalyan cess were also subsumed under GST. The next one is state taxes subsumed under GST. Several state taxes were also subsumed into GST, including state value added tax, central value added tax, purchase tax, entry tax, etc. The next one is OCTRA and local body taxes. It was levied by local municipal bodies on the entry of goods into their jurisdiction. GST has effectively eliminated these taxes. Um, Luxury tax levied on by the state government and has been subsumed into GST. Entertainment tax on movies, exhibitions, and other forms of entertainment was subsumed under GST. Taxes on advertisement. State taxes on advertisement, especially in newspapers and other media, were subsumed into GST. Taxes on lotteries, betting, and gambling are now part of the GST regime. State cesses and surcharges. Various cesses and surcharges on the supply of goods and service taxes that were collected by state are now subsumed under GST. Next one is GST not covered in goods is not covered under GST. Alcoholic liquor for human consumption, petroleum products like crude oil, petrol, motor spirit, high speed diesel, natural gas, aviation turbine final. Next one is electricity, real estate. Next is real estate is partially excluded. Then it is applicable to the construction of buildings, but only when sale occurs before completion. Once the certificate is issued, the sale of building is not subject to GST. Next is stamp duty. The sale of immovable property continues to attract stamp duty and registration fees, which are levied by the state government. Next one is uh, partially excluded tobacco and tobacco products. While tobacco products are subject to GST, they are also subject to an additional excise duty levied by the central government. The next one is unprocessed food items. The basic and unprocessed food items such as fresh fruits, vegetables, grains, milk are exempt from GST. However, processed and packaged food items are subject to GST. Services by the government. Certain central government services are excluded, such as public services like betting, gambling, or outside GST ambit. Um, Next one is entertainment and amusement by local bodies. Cinema shows, amusement parks, and exhibitions is not subsumed under GST. Next one is stamp duty on legal documents such as real estate transactions, share transfer, and legal agreements remains outside the scope of GST. The next is the exclusion of these goods from GST reflects a balance between maintaining state revenue and streams the gradual expansion of GST framework, while the potential inclusion of certain items like petroleum products in GST is a topic of ongoing discussion. While GST has significantly streamlined and unified India's tax structure, certain goods remain outside its ambit due to their economic